I've been getting tested a lot. Like a lot. I've had a lot of tests just so I can do things and go places and stuff. And, always come out negative. I've been very blessed. I'm very grateful for that. But I have been tested so much that I'm not going to lie. My nose is starting to feel a little loose, all right? Baby boy is not tight anymore, okay? If you ask my nose, just from my nose's perspective, been on the streets doing what it had to do, all right? Doing what it had to do to get by, okay? It's a hard knock life for this nose. It's getting to the point where my nose is so open, I don't just smell things, I feel like I smell when they happened. Like, I no lie, I'm starting to feel like I can smell the future. Just like the worst superhero, just walking in like, oh, we need to get out of here. This is terrible. I had one test. This is insane. I had one test where they stuck it so far up my nose, I fainted. Right, so I just passed out, and I don't know what it was. Like, it was almost like she stuck it up so far that she hit the off switch on my brain. Because then I wake up, test is still hanging out of my nose. Right, I wake up like maybe 10 seconds later, and she's gone. And then she walks back in, and I'm like, "You left me?" And she was like, "I had to go get a doctor because I thought I killed you." This has never happened before. That's why I've given up on being an alpha, Because I faint too much for a black guy. I really do. I faint a lot, and no one faints well. You know what I mean? Like, no guy has ever been standing there crossed-armed and then, like, tipped over. Like, I melt, you know what I mean? And I hit my head hard. Like, when I faint, I hit my head so hard that people look at me different when I wake up. Because I even had an instance where I saw my friend, he was running and he tripped and he fell, and he messed up his arm really bad. Like, it wasn't just bloody, it was like an anatomy lesson. Like, I could see through his arm. So I appropriately fainted where I stood, all right? But instead of just like tipping over, I guess my legs were too far apart, so then my knees buckled, but then they opened again under the weight of my hips. So I just sort of twerked myself down until I rested on the ground. So yeah, I faint.
This was crazy, because basically you see the shooter in the distance at the very edge of the hall. And then Secret Service is all over here, where the view of the camera really sits, like center view, and then you have Secret Service sort of peppered all around that, right? And then the shooter runs past him. And I gotta be honest, I never thought of that. I never thought of... Do you know what I mean? Like, I never thought maybe all you had to do was show a little effort and you could get right past Secret Service. Secret Service doesn't care about Trump at all, because the fact that they just let a dude get past them because he was putting knees to chest. Just put a little bit of effort into his dash, and they were like, well, he must need to be somewhere. Like, Secret Service let him run right. You saw even as grainy as this footage is, you saw Secret Service go, who was that? Secret Service over here just looking as he passed by like, maybe he's late for something, I don't know. That guy was sure in a hurry. And then after letting him slip by, Secret Service then like opens fire on him. He fires back and everything, but he's still advancing towards the door. That's wild to me. That's wild. That all you do, even look, I can't fully make it out, so I don't know if I'm right about this. But he was running so fast. He was running so fast that after the shooting, the dinner, everything, in Trump's public statement, Trump was like, he was fast. Oh, he was quick. The footage is not good. It's very grainy. But the way he was running, it just looked so much like anime to me. Like, the way this dude was over here. But like fast, but like forward. Like, how you mix Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, and Dragon Ball Z all in one run? Because he over here as quick as... zooming. Oh, I hate it for Secret Service too, because I've been in situations where I was like, ooh, I'm about to get fired. Oh, I know I'm about to get fired after this one. Oh, this dude ran past Secret Service. I'll never get over how funny that is. You Secret Service, you armed. You could push anybody. Like, if you needed to create, you could Heisman anybody for the sake of the president. Get out of the way, move, make some room, clear a path, right? And there's someone there to do harm to the president and the administration, and you can't even throw a foot out. You can't even... And no one even tried to, like... I didn't see any motion, no clothesline, like... Footage bad, security loose. It's devastating. Do you know how embarrassing this is? As a nation, other countries are watching our news, being like, oh, it's that easy?
Guys, I went on my first date of the year. I was very excited for this date. Beautiful girl, okay? Sat across, I couldn't believe she was there. I wanted to compliment my date as we left the restaurant. So then we left, and I was looking at her, I was like, your forehead and chin look really beautiful under the orange glow of the street lamps. And she said, are you gonna kill me? Okay, you're gonna kill me. All right, cool. And I try to explain to her, I don't think I'm about straight to kill anyone, all right? Which is not what you should lead in with, because make it sound like you would kill her if you could kill her, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I wish my hands were stronger. That's not gonna bring anybody home with you, all right? Like, I'm actually very blessed to be here. I'm very lucky to be here. I am in Chicago, but I'm originally from Louisiana. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm a Katrina survivor. It's kind of hard for me to talk about. I wasn't in the hurricane. I dated a girl named Katrina. She was a terrible person, all right? She almost ruined my entire life. No, let me tell you about her, okay? Busted through my window, put a hose in my window, turned the hose on, crazy ass, all right? Turned the hose on, flooded my whole apartment. So when my other friends in New Orleans were like, Katrina's destroyed my home, destroyed my life, I was like, you too? You too. Because she's out of control. She needs to be put down, okay? All right? I don't know if I look like someone that has been broken up with via text message, but I have, all right? I was sitting on a toilet the other day, got a breakup text that said, I don't love you, I don't think I ever loved you, I don't think I can ever love you, we're done, I don't want to be with you anymore. And that messed up my whole day, because not only do I not have a girlfriend, but a complete stranger just broke up with me. That was a wrong number, all right? So now I text her back, baby, we can make this work, all right? Like, let's meet up, all right? I love you, maybe. You know? I've always wanted to be good at sports ever since I was little, want to be really good at sports, impress my friends, but I am such a theater bitch that one time I was talking about football and forgot the word quarterback. And so I was like, oh, he plays the lead. He's not one of the understudies on the bench. He's the star. He's the best one. The first time I threw a football, everyone knew I didn't have a dad, all right? That's why I stand for athletic ability, okay? I'm not actually killing it, all right? I only played football once. It was in Little League. I was 10 years old, okay? And so they made me a lineman, which jerk move. Wow, okay? Always been frail, ever since I was a baby, all right? Made me a lineman. I didn't know the rules of football, so I didn't know everybody got hit no matter what, okay? I thought since I had the ball, that meant I was safe. Why not, okay? I'm not the one trying to win sports right now. They made me a lineman. This is not the part that I want. This isn't the part that I auditioned for, okay? I would love to roll a team manager or something backstage. I missed a week full of rehearsals. I really don't even know how to play this game. And of course, the kid across from me is the nigga from the Green Mile, so he's the biggest black person that I've ever seen in my whole life, all right? So then they blow the whistle, and he hit me so goddamn hard that there was a divot in the ground. My shoulder went in. I got up. I didn't even tell anybody that I quit. I started walking off the field. I started walking off, took off my football costume, because that's what I called it. Started walking off the field. I was done. I didn't want to play anymore, okay? I didn't want to play anymore at all. But then the director runs up and starts giving me a speech about being a quitter. I was like, obviously you didn't see what just happened, all right? I might be 10 on my right side for the rest of my life. I don't know how growing up works, okay? Then they make this big kid come up and apologize to me, which he shouldn't have to do. It's not his fault. I should be auditioning for Othello or something. And so then he walks me down, I'll never forget his voice. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, wow, that's interesting. We're all 10 here, sir. Why the fuck are you 32? I didn't even make it to intermission. There was no way I was getting through 4 acts of that game, you know? Like I don't have it together like that. I got invited to a party, which if you know me, that's a surprise, all right? I'm a bit of a bummer in person, okay? So I got invited to this party, didn't know there'd be hard drugs at this party. I don't really care about hard drugs, all right? That's not my, live your life, do whatever you want to do, okay? But someone offered me heroin. Right? Like, this thing. Everybody understands weed. A lot of people do like cocaine, but no one doing heroin has a 5-year plan, all right? That's no one you need to be associating yourself with. If you do heroin, you either play the guitar really well, or you just got a lot of feelings. I don't know what to say about you. So he offered me the heroin, and I didn't want to not seem cool, but I didn't want to take the heroin, okay? And so he passed it to me in the needle, and I was like, oh, no thanks, I am stuffed. I could not have any more heroin today. I am tapped out. Oh my God. I'm not joking, I am from Louisiana, and like, I'm from the center of Louisiana. I'm from a part of Louisiana where I'm walking down the street and people lean out of their Ford F-150 and they're like, "Nagger!" And I'm like, that is not how you say it. That's not how you say it. Someone needs to teach you now why in that word. Doing racism wrong, sir, all right? I shouldn't have to teach you. That's counterproductive, okay? It's embarrassing. If you're looking up at me and you're like, this guy's been mugged, you be right. I have been mugged. I'm very muggable, okay? And this thing, I don't know if other guys in the room do this. Help me out if you do. If a guy's coming towards you and he looks threatening, do you think in your head how you're going to have to take him? Like, does that cross your mind? Okay, thank you. Somebody said something, all right? Leaving me hanging. This is the thing. Saw a guy coming towards me, look threatening, and in my head, the way I can fight in my head is astounding, all right? The way I fight in real life, not so much, okay? So this guy coming towards me, looked threatening, I was like, oh, looks like we're going to have to Jason Bourne this. I'm going to jump in the air, do 3 flips. I don't want to do 3, but we need to do what needs to be done, okay? Bring my knee down on his face, crack his skull, punch him in the face so he's incapacitated. That was my plan, all right? His plan was, I'm going to punch this guy in the face and take his wallet, all right? We met up. He had a much better plan than I did. His plan was on fire, execution, everything, okay? Some of you guys don't know about me. If you punch me hard enough in the face, I pee. So we meet up, he punched me in the face, I hit the ground, start peeing around Q, I don't disappoint, okay? So now he's trying to fit his huge muscular hand into my pocket to take my wallet, but his hand gets stuck because my pants fit. Go figure, I know, alright? But now his hand is stuck around my pants, but he can see the pee stain getting bigger on my pants, so he's like, ah, 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 ah. He's lifting me off the ground at this point, I weigh 125. And he leaves. Guys, who needs karate? Am I right? Am I right there? Like, I'll leave you guys with this. Let me just wrap it up. I'll leave you guys with this. I'll finish with this. This is important. This is important. I recently, before I came here, got the cops called on me. All right? I got the cops called on me because my neighbor thought that I was killing my girlfriend. So when the cops got there, I had to explain to the police, not only do I not have a girlfriend, but it's just me in here. He got a bird, which is weird. I don't know.
It is. Like, he lives in a studio. It's the biggest bird I've ever seen. And now his apartment is a quarter bird. It's just, it is cumbersome. It is a reverse Maya Angelou in there. Just bird upset. Nobody's having a good time. It's weird because it was odd of him to see a majestic creature and be like, well, if I can't be outside, neither can you, you know? But he did. He got this bird, and it's a parrot. I know it's a parrot, but it's the biggest parrot I've ever seen in my entire life. And while I was hanging out at his place, at one point he went to the bathroom. And when he went to the bathroom, I don't know, I can't be certain, but I'm almost sure, that while he was in the bathroom, the parrot said the N-word. And I don't know, I wasn't sure if I had picked up on it at first, because it didn't say it like a dude, it said it like a bird. You know, I'm just sitting there on my phone and I hear, and I'm like, that wasn't it, but it had all the notes. That might have been it, you know? But I was like, no, I'm tripping. I just went back to my phone, and then I heard, and I'm like, that was slower. That one might have been spot on. I think he's trying to tell me something. But even if he is, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fight a bird? I went back to my phone, shook it off, and then the third one had some stank on it. The third one was like, and I'm like, that's... And when I turned around, he was looking at me. I'm like, he is clearly doing this. But it was weird. I didn't know what to do. I was frozen because saying cracker is their whole thing, and he went fully left.